Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Welcome to lesson 9 part 2 of my 1 to 10 piano course lessons. I've decided to split lesson 9 into 3 different parts just because I think putting it all in one video would just be the longest video in the world. So I split it into 3 manageable bite-sized chunks for you. Lesson 9 part 1, we were just going through playing hands together. The previous exercises were all hands separately, concentrating on different rhythms and things. Lesson 9 part 1 is hands together. Lesson 9 part 2 is a continuation, so it's still hands together, but we're just going to be talking about rests and ties. So if you want to carry on learning, keep watching. So briefly talking about rests and ties that we're going to be adding into the music. So far we haven't put any rests or any ties into the music, just because I wanted you to get a basic understanding of the music, be able to play a few things on the piano first before we started adding all of this to the mix. So you'll notice in exercise 4 on page 31, which is this exercise here, there are some unfamiliar looking shapes and lines like these ones here, for example, the 2 that you've got there and these lines that you've got here. They're called rests and ties. So for every type of note, there is a rest that goes with it. So if there is a 1-beat note, there's a 1-beat rest that goes with it. So try and see if you can learn and memorize this table here. So these are the types of notes that we've done up until now, and these are the rests that go along with it. So you just have to try and remember those really. These ones here, they sit on the 3rd line of music, and these ones here hang off of the 4th line. So it really is just a case of trying to remember which rest goes with which note and how much each one is worth. So moving on to ties, just below is an example of a tie. It can go under or over a note depending on where the notes are in the music. You play the 1st note, for example this one, but you do not play the 2nd note, but rather hold it on for its value. So as it says here, in theory you play this E for 4 beats, you carry on holding this E for the next beat, and then you can carry on playing the rest ones. So in theory then, this E in total gets held for 5 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the extra one that you've got here makes it 5. You're just not physically striking it on the piano, you're just holding through it. Don't count it as 5, because then that's going to knock the rest of the bar on. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you'll be counting this as 1, 2, 3, and then you've knocked everything out. So I'm going to play exercise 4 for you and then carry on playing the rest of the exercises. Exercise 4, page 31. So again, it might help to do this hand separately, have a go at the right hand, then have a go at the left hand before putting the 2 together. The good news about this is that the left hand is just C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G, D, G, D, G, and then back to C and G. So the left hand, I've purposefully made it so the left hand actually isn't doing anything complicated here. Moving on to exercise 5, you've got some rests here in the left hand. So you're just going to play the C, rest, G, rest, D, rest, G, rest. So actually take your hand off the piano, don't hold it on, because the whole point of having the rests is that I didn't want any sound to be made on the 2nd and the 4th beats in the first couple of bars here. So here's exercise 5, page 32. So thanks very much for watching Lesson 9 Part 2. Join me in Lesson 9 Part 3 where we'll be moving on to sharps, flats and naturals. And don't forget to subscribe to this video and thumbs up the video, and I shall see you in Lesson 9 Part 3.